Florence Nightingale said, "I attribute my success to this. I never gave nor took any excuse." Welcome to McBain Moments. Alright, you know the drill. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the manor. Please take a moment and subscribe down below. We are on the road to 13 million subscribers, one subscription at a time, so make sure you subscribe. We all have excuses. We all have alibis. We all have reasons that we don't put the effort forth to take that next step. Some of those next steps aren't taken because we're tired. And that's legit. You know, when you are grinding the 9 to 5, 5 to 7 days a week, if you have to have a second job or you have your side hustle and you're grinding out that extra 8 to 16 hours to make sure that either your bills are paid or you're trying to build something or you're trying to pay debt down. These are all things that really can grind at us. We grind it out, but it can also grind on us. And you get home and you're tired. Do you really want to work on that side hustle? Do you really want to work on learning that skill that might eventually get you out of the rut, but you're so tired you can't focus on it, which inevitably keeps you in the rut? The problem is that for a lot of people, one night is not fatal, right? You have one night, you're just dead tired. You worked a 16-hour day, or you were on overtime, or your boss asked you to stay, and you just don't have it. Or you come home and the kids really want your attention. And to be fair, the kids deserve your attention, right? They have a right to your time. Not all of your time, but definitely some of it. That's part of being a parent. When it becomes a problem is when you skip a day, right? And that's fine. But then you skip 2. And then the obligations go away, but you're just tired, so you skip 3. And then you skip 5. And then it turns into weeks. And then it turns into months. And the thing that you were trying to figure out gets put on the back burner. And you start to lose ground. You keep adding water to it so it doesn't simmer all the way down, but it dilutes it, right? You have to go back, and now you're working backward, or you're moving backward in order to move forward again. You're going to have these times. Everyone has them. It's part of life. It's part of building yourself up. When it happens, you need to look yourself in the mirror and go, hey, look what's going on. Get back on track. Don't allow the alibis to control your life. You work 9 to 5, or your normal 8-hour schedule. We call it a 9 to 5 because that's a colloquialism, but you work your 9 to 5, your day job. Whether it's before work or after work, depending on your schedule, first, second, or third shift. You work on your side hustle. The thing that helps you to build up whatever it is you want to build up. And that side hustle might be a second job. That side hustle might be DoorDash. That side hustle might be a YouTube channel or a Shopify account or, I don't know, ordering off Alibaba and reselling it to your friends. Or it could be managing your portfolio, which may only have like one share of something in it, but it's a start, right? The point is that you don't give yourself the excuse. You don't let yourself off. If you have the day when you just literally don't have the time, that's fine. But when you do have the time, you have to refocus and go, okay, I got to work on this. I got to do the thing that's going to get me where I want to go. See, there are a couple of things that people don't realize. Success isn't an absolute. I mean, it is an absolute, but it's not an absolute. Absolute success is a thing, right? That's where your millionaires and your billionaires, your Elon Musks, your Dan Locks, your Grant Cardones, your Bill Gateses all come from. That's absolute success. And they are absolute successes. You know, we're talking decamillionaires to billionaires. But you don't need to aim for that absolute success in order to be successful. Aiming for the success is important. Have that be your pie in the sky. But that's not what you need to worry about to be considered successful. See, to someone who is or has been on the dole, not having to be on the dole is success. I've been there, and now I'm not. That makes me relatively successful. Does that mean I'm where I want to be? No. And I've caught shade for it. I've had some comments on this channel. But you know what? That's not the important part. The important part is today I am not in the same place I was yesterday. I'm one step further ahead. That's relative success. And I've gotten that relative success only when I put down the excuses and said, I got to work on this. I got to do the thing. I have to buckle down and do the work. And I did buckle down and do the work. And I took the financial haircut, and I changed careers, which not everyone can do. Not immediately at the very least. And to be fair, we need people in all walks of life in order to make our society function. But what you can do is say, okay, I work at McDonald's. How do you become successful at McDonald's? McDonald's has the absolute best leadership training school in America, possibly the world. And I'm dead serious about that. It's award-winning. Go to Hamburger University. I would love to go to Hamburger University because they are quite possibly the top leadership training school in the world. That's why McDonald's is so successful. So there's nothing wrong with that. And people think that because they work at McDonald's or at Walmart or at Target or wherever, that's a sign of failure. It's not a sign of failure. You have the whole structure laid out for you. Just start climbing the rungs. And yeah, that's not an easy job. Trust me, I've been there. I've worked for Walmart. I've never worked for McDonald's, but I've worked for Walmart. I've worked for convenience stores. And frankly, the only place that was rougher to work for than Walmart was a convenience store. Because at least at Walmart you get certain holidays off. You don't get that in a C-store. The point is that you can utilize that as your method to climb. And some days you're going to have 16-hour days and other days you're going to have 8-hour days. That's part of it. But if you use that as your springboard, if you use that as the foundation of what you're building, maybe you'll get to the point where someday you don't have to work there. Just like any other job. Or maybe you'll enjoy it and you'll spend the rest of your life there. It's up to you. The point is you don't make excuses. You don't say, well, it is what it is and I'll never get it. No. What's your relative success? Don't make excuses. Go out and grab it. This has been a McBain moment.